You find yourself staring at their newest photos, smiles, friends, all the signs of a perfect life. Yet you remember the panic that crept in the last time you heard their voice. If you've been here, this video is for you. Most explanations focus on their outward charisma or your supposed resentment. But when you look for answers, you leave feeling more confused, not less, because no one names what is happening inside them. By the end of this video, you'll have a name for what you've been sensing, a way to recognize the signs of their internal hell, even when their surface looks untouched. Not just what they do, but what they feel when no one is watching. Has something like this happened to you? Drop it below. Your story is part of the pattern. You're not alone if you've wondered how someone can seem so unbothered while you're still recovering. This invisible struggle has a name. Clinicians refer to it as internal disintegration, a private collapse beneath a curated exterior. A 376 clinician network analysis of narcissistic personality disorder found that external admiration is central, but it's the loss of internal coherence that drives their distress. Most online advice calls this karma. In reality, the real consequence is a slow erosion of meaning and peace, something even they can't bypass. This is not punishment from the outside. It's a self-constructed prison, where every achievement echoes hollow. The world sees the performance. Only those closest sense the absence beneath the mask. Clinically, this is called internal disintegration. It follows a predictable psychological logic. The refusal to acknowledge their own flaws creates a chronic fracture within. A scoping review of covert abuse highlights that subtle manipulation leaves the abuser isolated, trapped in cycles of control and emptiness. Most content names the surface: narcissism, selfishness. But the lived reality is a kind of spiritual starvation, an endless appetite that nothing external can fill. Every attempt at connection is filtered through the need to feel superior, leaving genuine intimacy impossible. Inside, their mind is rarely quiet. The anxiety is constant. Moments alone become battlegrounds between fragile pride and gnawing emptiness. Emotional dysregulation is a core feature of this state. Every perceived slight triggers an internal storm they cannot admit to anyone. A meta-analysis found attachment style mediates these behaviors. Their avoidance of self-reflection is not strength, but a desperate strategy to prevent collapse. Even victories feel like defeat. Each accomplishment is instantly devalued by the fear it will not be enough to hold their world together. If this just gave you a name for something you've been feeling, like the video. That's how the algorithm keeps making these. Their relationships become rituals, empty exchanges, constant recalibration, and subtle withdrawal when true vulnerability is required. You may have noticed the pattern. After every conflict, there is a chilling calm. This is not peace, but exhaustion, both yours and theirs. Remember I said you'd have a name for this? It's internal disintegration, the precise opposite of the confidence they project. Your sense of unease was never paranoia. It was recognition. Sign 1. Their compliments land with a strange emptiness, as if they are reciting lines rather than feeling them. Sign 2. After hours of silence, they respond to your long message with a single, dismissive word. Sign 3. You sense a pulse of anxiety behind their laughter, like someone watching themselves in a mirror rather than engaging with you. Sign 4. Every gift or milestone is met with a transactional tone. They ask what you'll do for them now. Sign 5. When alone together, silence hangs heavy. It feels unsafe, as if any real conversation could cause a fracture. Sign 6. You notice them watching you for reactions, but never for connection, always scanning for evidence of control. What makes this angle different? Most videos promise a dramatic downfall. The truth is quieter. The collapse is internal, hidden from view. Instead of waiting for visible failure, you learn to recognize the subtle signs of internal decay, where even status offers no relief. The missing insight, their winning, is the worst part of the cycle. The more they succeed, the further they drift from meaning. Today, try this. Make a list of moments when their praise felt hollow or their attention triggered dread. Naming these moments weakens their hold over your sense of reality. Notice when you tense up, expecting the next switch. Recognize that this vigilance is your nervous system sensing a lack of safety, not your imagination. Each time you anchor yourself in observation, rather than reaction, you reclaim a fragment of peace from their internal storm. Remember, the mechanism at work isn't about you winning or losing. It's about their inability to find rest, even in apparent victory. Someone shared that they finally understood why they felt nervous when things were good. That's internal disintegration in real time. Stay with us. The next video explains what really happens when both sides go silent, and why your peace is the only outcome that matters. What was the moment you first noticed their happiness felt like a warning?